Bitcoin is pumping. Are we finally out of the bearish period we have been in recently? Today we are going to talk about exactly this. We are going to talk about what is going on in the markets right now when it comes to what the whales are doing, when it comes to the price action, when it comes to the reason why we are pumping right now, and much more. So welcome back everybody. Action-packed episode today. I hope that you are enjoying your Saturday. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and activate the bell icon right now before we dive into today's content. So I want to kick it off here first on the 4-hourly time frame, as usual on my support and resistance levels. And you can see that yesterday we completely crushed this lower orange box here. So after trying to break through it multiple times here, I mean, these were, so many consecutive candles trying to break through this. Finally, we did that. But now we are inside of the most vital orange box, the most vital point in Bitcoin we have seen for quite some time, actually, because this red line up here changes everything. So if we break through the red line and we get above it, consolidate, retest it on the way down, that makes a huge difference, because right now it may seem like, why does it matter? We are pretty much there already, but it makes a huge difference. So if we are below the red line here, the danger is not yet averted. We can still have a massive pullback here, but for now you're having massive price action to the upside. You're having consolidation. You already know that this is usually a pattern we see. And if you look at something like the hourly, this is probably going to look more like, you can see we actually did something similar here. We had a pump, we have consolidation, and then a new pump. And then we had a second pump, consolidation, pump. So in other words, we could see a pump here. I mean, I'm not ruling that out of the equation. In fact, that would be the more likely scenario if you just look at this price action. But now we know that we are inside of this orange box. We know that we have the red line up here. So that still makes me cautious. It's from a risk to reward standpoint. I mean, we're only, what is that? 2% from being above the red line. So from a risk to reward standpoint, I would, just wait until we are above the red line if you want to get into a Bitcoin long. But so far so good. Let's see if we're able to sustain this. Let's see if we're able to see some continuation here. Now on the massive triangle here, you can see that, of course, we broke straight through this as well. So this is interesting as well, that on the 4-hourly time frame, finally, we might be able to leave this big triangle behind. And now let's jump over to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, massive descending wedge here. We've been trying to break through this also multiple times. And the fuel yesterday, the fuel in the Bitcoin market saw us break through this like nothing as well. So why are we seeing these amounts of pumps in Bitcoin right now? Well, it has to do with the report that came out yesterday. So basically, the jobs in the US, the report came out yesterday and it was looking good. Surprisingly powerful gain of 467,000 jobs in January, despite Omicron surge. And remember, we have been in a general period in the markets where people have been very, very cautious in general. People have been cautious because of the rate hikes, because of everything else. So if you go down here, there was actually one chart I wanted to show you. So the US unemployment rate. And what you can see right now is that we are at 4%. And that is the same level as we were in 2019, basically here. So we're basically at the same level as we were before the corona pandemic actually started. So this came out, caught people apparently by surprise. And so you have the same unemployment rate as we had before the pandemic, but we have all of this new money in circulation. So we have all of this new money. Of course, it is going to trickle down into assets as well. It's just a matter of time. So I think that is what the markets are looking at and why we are pumping right now with Bitcoin. So let's jump on over to this is actually the weekly time frame, by the way, for Bitcoin. And you can see that we're approaching this very vital red line here as well. So this was a very defining red line for Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. So we are very close to it right now. So this is also at $42,000. So again, be cautious here at $42,000 because we do have still some significant resistance left. But if we're able to break through this, things are going to look much, much better. And let's talk about what the whales are doing. So these are, as you know, this is a chart I've been talking about before. This is the small fish and the whales, and if they are accumulating Bitcoin or if they are selling Bitcoin. And what you can see right now, is it a coincidence that right here, close to the local bottom, right above $30,000, the whales have stepped in and the whales have started accumulating Bitcoin. So not only are you seeing the whales accumulate Bitcoin, you're also still seeing the small fish accumulate Bitcoin. So we want to see this sustain. We want to see these metrics continue to go up, because this is also something similar as to what you were seeing right here. The whale stepped in, and then we went into, this was in July of 2021. And you can see the Bitcoin price went up after that. So just wanted to point that out, that the whales continue to accumulate Bitcoin here, because I know a lot of people are interested in that. Guys, if you want to claim a $4,530 bonus over on Bybit, make sure to use my link right here. If you want to get into a long or a short trade, then you're able to claim a $4,530 bonus. And as I've been saying, if you're getting into a long, I would strongly advise you to wait until we are above the red line here. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And by the way, nothing in this video is financial advice. I will see you in the next one.